All right, so I wanted to come in here and talk about what I just finished creating. This right here is a tree farm. So it took me about maybe 15, 20 minutes to actually design, and then about 45 minutes to refine everything and make sure it's working properly and make sure it's reliable. It took me a hot minute to make sure that this is actually working properly because I was having issues with the leaves and realized that you need harvesters in order to break down the leaves. So this is completely working. At first, um, at first, this whole track system wasn't here. I was using the gantry shaft because I like the gantry shaft method of moving contraptions or whatever, but it wasn't working properly. Like I said, that's because I couldn't break the leaves. That's before I figured out that you need harvesters to break the leaves reliably or whatever. So I switched it out to the cart system. Cart system's fine. Everything works fine. I'm sure it's working for a little bit. I have two different ways to activate it. One is over here is the smart observer. Whenever this sapling turns into a log, it'll send a signal to the smart observer. The observer is configured to just wait for this block, so it sees this block. When it sees the block, it's gonna send this signal out, and I just have an observer pointed up, a regular vanilla observer pointed up towards the smart observer, and you can see the arrow which direction is going to send the redstone signal out. So it sends a signal downwards, and then this line of observers sees it. It pulls that signal and then transfer the signal all the way down here to this toggled latch right here. It's a powered latch. So whenever it gets a redstone signal, it'll turn this entire contraption on. They'll turn the card on and everything else. The cards are automatically powered because of that. And it's gonna send this whole device down the line. This whole contraption is one minecart device or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I also have a redstone link if I want to trigger it manually. This redstone link is a wireless receiver set to receive mode, and then up here I could turn it on right here. And hit the switch. It's gonna power this. And it's gonna turn the entire thing on. So if I hit this right now, you can see everything starts working. And then because it's on a rail, it's gonna loop back around to this direction, and it just keeps going around until I get back on it. Let's get on the seat right now, and I can ride it too because I have seats on this. So, so say if I want to turn it off, just hit the lever, automatically cuts off, and everything is being collected by these item collectors from the collectors mod. I didn't want to use too many different mods or whatever, but I had to use this. It was either use this or use a nozzle on the fan, and I didn't really want to use a nozzle on the fan because that can get real finicky. But you can do it that way. If I wanted to do it 100% vanilla Minecraft and 100% vanilla Create. Um, Also, right here, this crafting terminals is from the Tom Simple Storage mod. There's an inventory connected behind this that's connected to the vault, so I can see everything that this is actually pulling in, and I can pull out whatever I want to. Also have a hopper line. I had to design this with a hopper line, so these item collectors are connected to vaults. I mean to hoppers that go in this direction, go from here to here, and then it drops down. If I go underneath here, so that drops down into this hopper line right here. Let me go the other direction. I mean, it drops down into the barrel. The barrel is like a buffer chest, and it drops down into this hopper line. The hopper line goes directly into the vault, so that captures everything that needs to be captured. Whoever sends everything into the vault, and that's basically it. It looks simple, but it took a long time to make this work properly. And also have the deployers down here because I have the linear chassis down here. It's all connected together and it's connected to these deployers. These deployers could pull out any item that's actually in the system. So I have them all set to different sapling types. That's the filters on there. You can set a single filter on here, put a list filter in here, so to automatically pull those saplings out of the system, and then oh, like I said, it's a smart system, so it should automatically cut off in a minute. So the system actually turned on because this sapling right here actually grew, and there's no sapling right here right now. So that's the only issue with the system. If there's no sapling here, the system will never turn on. So that's the next issue that I gotta fix. Yeah, but anyway, the saplings go into the deployers, and the deployers automatically put what's the names here, put saplings onto these onto the tops of these dirt blocks or whatever. And I designed this system to be scalable, so I have it scaled all the way down there. It shouldn't be an issue. I have spaces in between here because I didn't want the trees to grow downwards. You know what I'm saying? Because that causes an issue with the leaf blocks. Like I said, I will have to have these harvesters down here. So I separated them. 2x2s is no problem, but all the regular what's the names is gonna be an issue. And that's basically it. So nice little design, good to go. My own particular build style. Always slab up everything so nothing can spawn it on a machine. I'm always make everything as like trains almost. Like that's my build style really. And everything looks sci-fi for the most part and industrial. That's my style, and it's a style that I like. So it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, that's that. So the most expensive thing up here is actually this right here, and that's because of this black bronze steel. And this is not easy to create, and I don't think I could create it right now. Now that I'm looking at it, I thought it was just regular steel. The hot bronze. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with another solution because I'm not at a point right now where I can actually make that. What about the regular item collectors? These are just regular steel plates, so I could just make the basic item collectors. Yeah, that's the most expensive thing to make because I'm already making steel, but steel's not a fast process. I have a multi-block, a very primitive multi-block, Greg Tech multi-block for making steel. And steel is made the normal way. It's usually made in packs with charcoal or coal and iron. So I have the iron. I have farms already set up for that. Seen that before. I have about 10K iron ingots in the system. The issue is charcoal because I have another multi block that's making charcoal and all that, but it's making it so slowly that the vanilla way is actually faster. The vanilla way of just making logs and everything else is actually faster. The only issue is I ran out of wood. That's what prompted me to make this farm right here. It's because I need the wood farm. I need a lot of wood really quickly. So get this done, let it go, and that should solve that issue right there. So I can make steel a lot faster. I already got to the stage where I made the next multi block for Greg Tech, so I can produce steel a lot faster. It's a multi block to produce steel a lot faster than the primitive way that I've been doing it, and I already got everything set up for that. So this is just gonna help me make steel a lot faster and have enough to make steel. Anyway, that's that.